All right. I can come to before our introduction and acknowledgement, re khupeleng pele ka gore re ka no acknowledge ra ba ra tsebana mara mong wa motho o a se a re amogela mong wa Polokwane a se a re amogela re tlo khupela Honorable Councillor Moloto, the MMC for transport in the Polokwane municipality, to come and welcome all of us in the city of stars. Honorable.
Mr. Program Director, let me take this opportunity to greet yourself. Mr. President, let me greet you. Chairperson of Limpopo, NTA, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, also, Councillor Sabang Desmond Moloto. I am the MMC responsible for roads, stormwater and transportation in Polokwane municipality. Mr. President, I stand here before you today with great honor to speak at the Limpopo National Taxi Alliance Election Conference. Mr. President, the nature of this particular conference suggests that it's about choosing or being chosen. Because most of the organization, President, people impose themselves. So we are happy, particularly as Polokwane, to be recognized in an elective conference that is going to be taking place today. Mr. President, to elect means to select or to take a decision. Today, this particular conference, Mr. President, by the end of today, we'll be having new leadership. We'll have a chairperson compromising with the PEC that will take the association forward. Mr. President, let me show you that why it's key for our people to be elected. Today marks a turning point where members of this organization, they will have an opportunity to choose individuals within themselves of people who are going to lead them taking this movement forward. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege again to be on behalf of Polokwane municipality to witness history being made, President. Because today, I don't think the chairperson, neither the chairperson will be new, the chairperson will retain. Even if the chairperson retain, it's something new to the organization, and we are very happy to be part as Polokwane municipality. Mr. President, working towards building a body that is very instrumental in terms of sharing information or a vision of an improved public transportation system in Polokwane. Because, Mr. President, we've got a responsibility as Polokwane municipality to make sure that your organization, where they operate, mostly in Polokwane, they found that our tar roads, our areas are very conducive. Because what I can say to you, Mr. President, is that in few months or few days to come, Polokwane municipality will be introducing a contractor that will refurbish the Indian Center. There are people of Limpopo, they know the area of Indian Center. We are going to make sure that we renovate Indian Center. It will be a good place where taxi operators are going to operate. So as Polokwane municipality, we are very happy to form part of you. Mr. President, this gathering is not about just boasting the dominance of the alliance. It aligns with the government mandate, because our as government, our mandate is very clear that we must make sure that the importance of monitoring, promoting public involvement in the council decisions. Because as Polokwane, even now, Mr. President, by 11 o'clock, we are going to sit as Polokwane in our council meeting, and some of the agendas or the items on the agenda, it aligns with issues of public transportation, where your organizations, they are ferrying people from work to home, or from work to home, in neither way, Mr. President. distinguished guests, let me say the taxi industry has a historical being a key contributor to our economy, because the contribution in terms of the GDP, Mr. President, annual is a turnaround of around 35 billion. That this industry of taxi industries, they contribute to our economy in terms of making sure that, you know, when you've got a contribution of around 35 billion annual, it's something that out of it, you've got people who are employed, you've got workers, because in a taxi association or in a taxi rank, you've got people who are selling alongside the taxi rank. So it means the contribution of the taxi industry to the economy of South Africa is very important. Mr. President, the road transport sector, including taxi industry, contribute 3.5 to the GDP, according to the latest survey conducted by the National Department of Transport. Why, as a government, it's very important for us to partner with you in terms of making sure that people who are relying on public transportation, they go home safe, whenever what they reach in terms of a testing. Mr. President, the taxi industry is a very important part, particularly in the economical landscape of our country, because, Mr. President, we need street vendors or any other informal business that operate in terms of in our taxi rank. Without it, our economy, particularly, I will quote the by then Secretary General of SACP, Blendi Nzimande, that will say, if the economy without taxi industry, our economy will be held. It will mean that there will be no movement in terms of our people going to their workplace, Mr. President. Mr. President, besides affording the opportunity for entrepreneurs to establish their own businesses, it is further highlighted that taxi industry on its own, Mr. President, we are estimating that it got 960,000 in terms of jobs that are created by this particular industry, Mr. President. Mr. President, let me show you that the 3 direct jobs per taxi and 10 indirect per vehicle, according to our Department of Transport that have conducted that particular survey. So it's important for you to have this particular taxi industry, particularly as Polokwane. Given this background, Mr. President, the government continues to support the administrative affairs of the taxi industry as a key stakeholder in the transportation sector, because without you, Mr. President, the taxi industry plays a very important role, particularly in government, to make sure that our economy on a daily basis, it moves. Mr. President, our city as Polokwane, we are playing a very crucial role in Limpopo, and it is our collective responsibility, Mr. President, to ensure progress for our citizens. We are partnering with you in terms of making sure that there will be progress in our people's life. Mr. President, I want to emphasize that the link between the municipality and the NTA is a crucial sector stakeholder. Our relationship, particularly with NTA, is that crucial relationship where our relationship, your responsibility is to fetch people from home to work or work to home. Ourselves as Polokwane, we need to make sure that where you travel in a roads that we don't have potholes, they are clean, they've got road marks, is our responsibility, particularly as the Polokwane municipality. Program Director, let me assure you that Limpopo National Taxi Alliance is one of the essential in the transportation system within Polokwane, facilitating the daily movement of thousands of commuters in a day, particularly from home and work. Our relationship, Mr. President, is more than partnership. It is a commitment to well-being and connectivity of our communities, because Polokwane municipality, together with your alliance, we are connecting people from work and home. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, together I can address commuters' challenges, make sure that roads are safe, contribute to the sustainable development of the transportation sector, Mr. President. The extension of transportation services is about fostering the issue of community, empowering businesses who are operating largely in the taxi industry, and laying the foundation for striving transportation towards a prosperous future for our country. Program Director, as a municipality, we are here to serve our people together with yourself. Mr. President, we encourage collaboration and growth to build transportation network that will meet our people's needs, set the stage to be a connected, efficiency, and a very vibrant Polokwane. Because without you, Polokwane will not be vibrant. Because imagine a single day, Mr. President, where the taxi industry, they will be upheld. Polokwane, people who are running businesses in Polokwane, they will feel that particular association, that taxi industry today, they are not operating. Program director, in the heart of that vision, despite the road carnage posing a threat to our people or to our economy, we cannot let that particular challenge to continue, because these things of incident, particularly on our roads, it will mean that some families, they will be left without their loved ones. Some families, Mr. President, they will be left without breadwinner. So it is our responsibility as Polokwane and yourself as the taxi industry to make sure that when our people travels, they travel in a safer environment. Even the taxi that they are using, they are very safe. Mr. President, in my conclusion, let us remember that our success depends on a strong collaboration, because without our partnership between us and yourself as the taxi industry, we are not going to move Polokwane forward. This President, may this conference and the days ahead be that conference that prosper for the National Taxi Association in reflect of Polokwane as a progressive city that will build and make more that our people, particularly when we develop, Mr. President, we can get more taxi that fetch our people. Because in Polokwane, Mr. President, we've got various in terms of development. There is a new shopping center by the name of Greenery, and we are building academic hospital, the biggest academic hospital, Mr. President, next to Kijamukaba Stadium. So it means the taxi industry, they are going to play a very important role in terms of fetching our people from home to work or work to home. With a few words, Mr. President and audience, let me take this opportunity to welcome you into City of Stars, to welcome you on behalf of the Executive Mayor, Makoro John Mpetat. We wish and hope and believe that your conference become a success, because your success is not your success alone. It will mean if this particular conference will be success, the entire Polokwane will feel the success, the entire Limpopo, because Limpopo or Polokwane is the heart city of Limpopo. So everything that happens, particularly President in Polokwane, one person from Messina, one person from Polokwane will feel that particular challenge, or will feel whatever achievement that we have achieved. With a few words, President, we just wish your Congress and everybody good luck with your conference. Thanks a lot, Program Director.
Thank you very much, MMC Uloto Musalora.